The summer wind came blowing in from across the sea. It lingered there to touch your hair. Walk with me. All summer long we sang a song and strolled the golden sand. Two sweethearts and hey, Cesaro, back to the top spot. And Cloak is here. Surprise Pikachu, George Jones, ABD is in, Jonathan Velez. Excuse me, guys. Steven Nile, Wolverine's back. Oh, Will is here, bruh. Moment. Ocho's in again. Andrew's back. Charlie Burnett, baby. Diamond Dog, Kyle, Callum, Super J, Isaac, A Entertainment, Roblox Gamers in, Krusty Bombs back. Michael's in, Mr. AVS. Yep. Tonight, finally, and looks like weather's going to cooperate. Finally, I get to go back to playing baseball again. For those of you who are with us all the time, a lot of you were in the stream. Oh gosh, guys, that was months ago, right? Would have been back in February, March, around there when I discovered there was an over 55 baseball league, and you guys were helping me decide which team to try and hook up with. Well, I think I haven't kept you apprised of what went on. We were supposed to open our season last Wednesday. So the fields that we're playing on that night were like about a 50-minute drive for me. So me, Spaz Kid, my grandson, drive down. We're going to start working out. The game was at 6. We're going to start working out on the fields at 4:30. We get all the way down there at 4:23. The clouds opened up, just downpoured, had the field underwater in like minutes. So we get rained out. Now I had already set up the schedule. Oh, thanks. I love my Akatsuki shirt. I had already set up our schedule around my baseball. So we're supposed to have a game last Wednesday and then this Wednesday. So my wife and I went away to Niagara Falls for Monday and Tuesday, and we're driving home Wednesday. So they had to make up the rain game. They made it up for Monday when I was gone. And now our Wednesday game this week got moved to Thursday. So I'm finally going to get to play tonight, as long as weather holds out, which shouldn't be an issue, supposedly. So we'll see. And I did join the Pirates, as you guys and we had talked about. And for those who don't know, the Pirates were winless last year. They didn't win a game. And I'm just looking forward to playing and see if we can turn it around. The game I missed, they lost 19-2. So we got some work to do. Barry says you owe us extra sticky stuff from Niagara stream. Alexa says, hey Curtis, love your videos. I don't know if you knew this, but a few months ago, College Humor made 2 new videos on if Google was a guy based on quarantine. They're really good. I did hear about them. Yeah, I did hear something about them. Or maybe I got a notification. Every once in a while, Susan does that. So at some point, I heard about that. RoboSon says, hey, man, I really love your vids. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Puts a smile on my face every time I watch it. Well, I appreciate that a lot. That's very kind of you to say. I appreciate that. Lick says, and then on the first day, you get hit in the head with a bat and pass out until the end of the game. I don't know, Licks. When you think about all the shit I've been bludgeoned over the head with, well, a couple of them knocked me out. I got one of those old man eyebrows growing right there. Wow, that's freaky. That's one of the worst things about getting older. I have to trim these like every goddamn day. Look at the size of that fucker. And if I would have looked yesterday, there would be none there. I'm going to get that. Did I get it? That drives me nuts. No, there's another one. I'm looking at my monitor. This is why you tune in, for quality entertainment. Got it. What did you do with yourself today? Well, I sat around for a while, and this creepy old guy, I watched him pull eyebrow hairs. It's pretty fucking awesome. Oh, the eyebrow shit from The Rock? Yeah, the one eyebrow raise. Yeah, yep. That's right, Andrew. You never know exactly what you're going to be walking into when you walk into this little world. Your body is betraying you. It has been well for some time now. Yeah, there's no question that betraying would be putting it mildly, to be honest with you. 100% quality content confirmed. Exactly. Abhishek? Abhishek? Yes, I could not agree more. That's one of the worst things. I mean, it's something that's a stereotype and everything, but it's true. You get older, it's just so weird how your eyebrows, you get hair growing out of your ears and shit. It drives me nuts. I That is so creepy looking. And so when we got back from vacation, I hadn't had a round with the tweezers yet, and that's why you could see them going bing bing outside. Krusty Bomb says you can tell Curtis is becoming more weebish by the fact that his eyebrows and facial hair start resembling an old Japanese dude with a Fu Manchu. Yeah. Speaking of which, I don't know if you guys can see up there. There are some new additions. Can you guys tell who this is? Right there, hanging out next to our good pal Saitama. I don't know how well you guys can see that. See if anybody can pick out who it is. I was pleased to get that one. I was surprised. Up here you can see that All Might is new and Nightbird is new. Michael says, I found a girlfriend. She's Jenny to my Forest. This is not going to end well. Dude. Yes, it is Grimjow. Jenny to my Forest. I like that, Michael. That's a good analogy. Coyote said it first. Yes, it's Grimjow. Gigamac, Krusty. No, Krusty Bomb said Aang. But yeah, I thought that was cool finding him. Having Grimjow up there was cool. And then now we're getting too deep up here for the MHA crew. Oh no, who else that? Oh no, this is right over there is another new addition. Now, who knows who that one is? That one's tougher. The one right above my finger there. Grimjow, yeah, I grew Kyle. At first, I was really kind of soured on Grimjow, but I've grown to like him more and more. He was cool. 30. Jonathan says the other day I noticed I had a couple gray hairs on my mustache. I'm only 30. Unfortunately, that's common, my friend. Yep, Coyote got it again. Botan. He got both of them right. Yep, that's Botan. I mean, a little bit of a giveaway who she's standing with there, but yeah, I was surprised when I found her too. We on the way back from Niagara Falls, we stopped at the Syracuse Mall. It had just opened. Well, it'd been open for what, a week and a half or so. And this one store that has just a tremendous selection of pops had just opened that day, so I was able to find some. I also got the Akatsuki shirt while we were in the mall that day. Yeah, but that's it's good old Botan. I didn't even know. Well, too many times I buy them and I don't look on the back of the box to see what other characters are available, so I didn't even know Botan was out there. Andrew says, bro, I'm 28 and getting the Santa beard started early. That's just a cruelty of nature. How early on Mother Nature starts sprinkling hair with little bits of white and everything. That's bullshit. Jonathan says, no, I'm sad. I'm growing old. You got a long way to go, pal. You got a lot of good years left. The Catholic Church is open. Send Brax. No homo. Wolverine says. You wouldn't even know the Catholic Church is open with the way. Well, I guess that's true of most Christian religions right now. I was just reading something not too long ago about how active membership within a lot of religions has really, really fallen off recently, including Catholics. Chris says, my friend is 21 and he already has a huge bald spot on his head. Chris, I had a good friend of mine, Gary, I worked with years and years ago. I was in my early 20s. We worked together, and he started losing his hair in high school. So him and I were close to the same age. So he probably would have been about 24, 25, and he had, he was mostly bald already. And I saw him years later. No, yeah, it would have been just a few years later was when I started shaving my head. And I started shaving my head because my hair was too thick. He thought that was the most vile thing in the history of the world, to have a full head of hair and willingly shave it all off. It drove him insane. For the upcoming fights, you might want to buy a Ulquiorra Funko Pop. I don't even know if they have them or not, Michael. I don't do enough research on those as I should. I just kind of, with the pops, I just play it by ear. I go into the stores, and if I see something cool that I like, I pick it up. I don't know if they have an Okiota. Andrew says, Curtis, I started losing my hair in 8th grade. Jesus Christ, that's real early. Got it from my grandpa that started losing his around the same time. That's what I mean. Sometimes Mother Nature's just a bitch. She just goes out of her way to be an asshole. Isaac says, you know what fixes everything? Duct tape. Absolutely. Tape the hair to your face so you can't see it sticking out. That's true. Duct tape does. It fixes everything. I was thinking that while we're at the falls. You know, if you ever had to turn them off for any reason, you just duct tape. Your address, I'll send you my ultra rare $10 Goku pop. Oh, you got a rare Goku one, DLX? I don't have. You know what? I'm looking at the thing. Yeah, I've seen the Goku. Yeah, probably not an ultra rare one, but I've seen Goku pops all over. I still haven't bought one, have I? I just thought of, because here's the Dragon Ball crew. Vegeta's up there. I didn't even realize that. I'm gonna have to buy a Goku at some point. Huh. Sammy says you would be hilarious in an afro. Yeah. I should get one. If I was to get an afro, I'd have to get one of those like afro wigs that they used to wear at the ball games all the time, the ones that were rainbow colored. I think I would look pretty smashing. I could have pops in that fan mail pile. I got to do that, Jibber. I got to get those done. Renee says, I'm 14 and growing a little beard on my chin. Wow, that's early. Yeah, I didn't start getting any decent facial hair until I was around between 16 and 17. From Singapore. Oh, good to have you with us, Adam. Super J says, I mean, what do you do in your spare time? If I had any, I would tell you. Seriously, any spare time I have is spent with my family, and now playing baseball for the season. But that's, yeah. And again, I almost hesitate to ever say this because I don't ever want it to seem like I'm complaining, because I'm very fortunate that I love what I do. But the videos here and at the Goosh and doing the live streams and all these things I enjoy, they do take up a lot of time. So I just don't have a lot of extra time. I had to reroute my schedule just to accommodate baseball. And now we're we want to take the grandkids on one more day, or it'd be an overnight outing down to Mystic, Connecticut. So then, I'll be rearranging my schedule again to get videos done ahead of time for while I'm gone and stuff like that. So I don't have a ton of extra time, but when I do, it's just looking for something to do with the family. Omega Project says, can't stay. My girlfriend is coming over to have lunch. Just want to say, oh, well, thanks, Project. I'm glad you stopped in and said hello. Tell your girlfriend we said hello. Having anything good? I'm hungry. I didn't eat hardly anything for lunch. There was a little, I was just, again, in a hurry, trying to get stuff done so I can go play ball tonight. So I just ran downstairs, and there was one of these Entenmann's raspberry Danish things, and all that was left was one little sliver on the end. And I just wolfed that down, and that's been my lunch. So now I'm hungry. And I got to eat before we play ball tonight. We'll probably end up stopping at McDonald's. So I could be running the bases and shit myself. You put that nice greasy food on an old fat man as he runs the bases, there's a good chance that I could crap myself. That would be cool. I bet you nobody tagged me. I bet you I could score. Nolan says, I need Madara's secret to luscious hair. His was still long and thick while he was dying of old age. I tell you, Nolan, as near as we can tell, my wife and I were just talking about this. I had recently I went way longer than I usually do in between shaving my head. Right now, this is a couple days growth. But I went like 5 days, and you could really start to see it growing in. It looks just as I've got one bald spot right back here, and some of that's due to scarring, but there's an actual bald spot there as well. And other than that, it seems like it comes in just as freaking thick as it ever did. Trusted says, just find a nice juicy rat teat on the way to baseball. Yeah, protein. Jack me up a little bit. Jonathan says, did you know that Taco Bell might be changing their menu, but they're taking out the quesarito and the potatoes? Why is that? I think I've told you guys that. I was really surprised by how good Taco Bell's breakfast is. Taco Bell's breakfast is fucking awesome. Whoa, David says, sorry, gotta go, but a woman just hit me up. No, don't be sorry. Go chase that down. Absolutely. Oh, you got a pizza cooking? Oh, excellent. Pizza. We had every time we go somewhere, I always like to try a pizza place because I'm such a pizza fanatic. And we scored this time. There was a little just a little pizza place not far from our hotel that delivered when we were staying in Niagara Falls. And that was good. Their pizza was really good. I love sausage pizza because I love the sausage. And you'll get the sausage in basically two different manners. The ones that are thin sliced, and then you have the little balled up sausage pieces. The thin sliced ones have been my favorite. That's what they use in my favorite restaurants, like down in Rose's down in New York City, and I told you about the place in Italy in Epcot. But now this place had those little balled up sausage pieces, and that's the best sausage of that design I've ever had. It was really, really good. Bro, I'm literally getting nachos today for lunch. Are you? Literally, I haven't had nachos in ages. Is that a dry pop behind the Avatar ones? Let me see. I don't know. I have to remember who's up there. Yes. Pervy Sage is right there. He's on the reason he won't fit where I want him to go. That's a really big pop because he's actually sitting on the frog, on the toad. So that's a huge pop. That's why he's in the back row. Avasek said, God said thee cannot fuck up a pizza except if you put fish and fruits on it. That's a sin. Could not agree more. As someone who is not religious, I could get behind the God of any religion who decreed that. Yes. Could not agree more. Yeah, Lud, he's sitting right up on the big asshole toad there. I got that one for Father's Day. You should get a Sunglasses Shenron Funko Pop. Sunglasses Shenron? I'm not familiar with that one, Licks. I didn't even know there's a Shenron Funko Pop. Yeah, you're right. There's so many I need yet. I'm trying to think. MHA, I've got Ed and Al covered. And of course, I got Winry. I think there's some I'm missing out of that group. I've got a lot in the My Hero crew, though. Like I say, there's a lot of them up there. Somebody else fell. I keep forgetting I gotta order more stands, the little plastic stands. Now, not all of these I have back there have the holes in their feet, the ones that won't stand up, but some of them do, and I don't have any extra stands for them. Isaac says, would you agree that beating your meat should be a sport because, boy, is it a workout? Yeah, I think it should be an Olympic event. At least in the senior division, I think I would be a contender. Lots of experience. A Supreme Pizza, FBI open up says he's got one in his oven. Yeah, pizza. Pizza's just the perfect food. Let's face it. Pizza and red meat. I was gonna say I could just live on them forever, but my forever wouldn't be very long and isn't going to be very long because I eat so much of both of those. Henry Swag says, love your videos, Curtis. I've been watching you for like 3 years. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Your personality and laugh always make me happy. You truly seem like a really fun and friendly guy in real life. Well, thanks. I appreciate that a lot, Henry. I think I am. I'm usually happy. And like I've told you guys, the one thing I always promise you is unless I'm doing something here at the channel where I'm playing a character, outside of that, what you're getting is the real me, the good, the bad, the ugly, whatever it may be. I don't put on, I don't want to, don't have any need to. I don't put on any airs or try and be different because I'm on camera than I do just the way I act. I think that would take away from the whole design that I have here, which was to create a community element. And if I'm not just being me, that would defeat the purpose of it all. Mihawk says, Niagara Falls, you mean my bedroom Friday nights? Yeah, I'm still not happy about my parents using my bed while I'm at the movies. Costco's 24-inch $10 pizza is proof that God is real. You know what, Nolan? I don't think I've ever shopped at a Costco. We've got a couple of them relatively close to us now, but I've never gone to one. And everybody says they got a lot of good stuff. Yeah, I will say this, though. Now, like the pre-made pizzas they have at Walmart, and we have a chain of grocery stores in my area called Price Choppers. Those are pretty good. And like you, I think that's about what they go for, is like $10 for a big pizza, and they are actually pretty good. Okay, that was a joke. Lick says there is a Shenron Funko Pop that doesn't have sunglasses. I like to use use yours as a sunglass rack. Gotcha. Okay. Costco's pretty nice. That's what everybody says, Sleazy Weasel. I haven't been staying away from it. We didn't have any in the region for the longest time, and now we do. I've never really gone into one. Little Caesars pizza for $5 is a steal. It's funny you talk about Little Caesars, Andrew. We're just I forgot what we were off doing. Oh, it was after. As a matter of fact, it was when our game got canceled. I told you that last week's game. I was supposed to get my first game in last Wednesday, and it got rained out. Well, I hadn't eaten anything, so afterwards, and the boys, Spaz Kid, my grandson, had eaten. So there was a Little Caesars that we just randomly went by. I said, geez, I've never had a Little Caesars pizza. I'm going to go in there and grab a slice just to have something to eat on the way home. So I go in, and they have that hot and ready to go thing. And I walk in, and it was Little Caesars, but it was a little sleazy too. The place looked kind of gross. So I went up to the girl and at the cash register, I said, well, what do you have as far as the hot and ready pizzas? And she just kind of looked at me, and it's right behind her, the boxes and stuff. And she's like, what? I said, as far as hot and ready, I said, so I don't have to order it. What do you have? We don't have any ready. I'm like, oh, so those are just empty boxes that you have in the shelf there? Yeah, we don't have any ready. I was like, okay, see ya. So that was my attempt at having Little Caesars for the first time. It didn't go well. I don't know what the fuck that was. It's talk about disinterested. I don't know if she was high. I think she was high and disinterested. So that's a pretty tough combo. Nolan says, the day I graduated college and moved into my first apartment, my buddies made it a housewarming party by showing up with 4 pizzas, one for each of us. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Jimmer says, I found Curtis right at the end of DBZA and right before he started Naruto, and now look at where we are. It's funny you bring up Naruto right now. Do you know, after all this time, I just got and it's the first one I've had in months. Just today, I got a notification of a block put down on another one of the Naruto bits. So, the system is so fucked up at YouTube. Hey, Morgan's here. She said, the party don't start till I walk in. That's right, Morgan. Now we can party. You are correct. Excuse me. Renee says, I mean, Little Caesars always looks gross. This one did, Renee. That's obviously the first one I've been in. But yeah, the first impression was not a positive one. It was pretty gnarly looking in there. We're watching Haikyuu. It's being sponsored over at the Goosh. Haikyuu's good. 5 or 6 episodes in, and I'm really enjoying it. I like the whole, the teamwork element of it and everything. And like I told the gang, I like volleyball. As a short, stout white man, I was never really all that good at it, but I like it. Many years ago, I used to play in a league and stuff, so it's been a lot of fun. Oh, really? Andrew says, that's a trip. The ones here are always clean and super friendly. Well, that's good to know. It's good to know that that's not a typical thing for it, because that's the first time I've ever been in one. But yeah, I wasn't impressed. I know, just like Dunkin' Donuts stores will vary wildly as far as in my experiences, as far as cleanliness and selection and things of that nature, and puke factor. Arcane Mystic says, hey, Curtis, visiting my dad in Bristol, Tennessee right now, about to eat some delicious chicken tenders with fries. Oh, another good meal. That's been chicken tenders with fries and macaroni and cheese have been the backbone staple for Spaz Kid since he was little. I mean, really little. That's always been his things. Money on my mind says, Curtis is my waifu. About time. I like being on people's waifu list. Even if they're just making it up. It doesn't have to be genuine. It doesn't have to be sincere. I'm shallow. Will says, I will never go out for pizza. I normally only eat microwave or order it. Yeah, some of the microwave pizzas are pretty good. I've been eating, I don't know how many of you guys are into this. How many of you guys have had Elio's pizza? I've been eating that since I was a little kid, and that's going back because I'm an old fuck. But I remember when I was a little kid, I would stay. We lived way out in the country, so I would stay at my grandmother's for extended periods, a week or two on end, because she lived in the city. All my cousins were there, and there were people, there were people to play with, other kids to play with, and stuff. So while we were staying there, my cousin and I would just wolf through the Elios, and to this day, I've still got it downstairs in my freezer. It's that little square cardboard crap, but for some reason I like it. Omega says there is a really good pizza place in the town I was born in, up in Iowa. Little mom and pop joint. It was good. A lot of times those are the best. Yeah, those little out of the way ones. Omega. We had when I was in high school, it was in Cobleskill, New York, and there was always a lot of pizza places because Cobleskill is a college town, and a couple of them were really, really good. But unfortunately, all but one of the really, really good ones is gone now. The one of them is left that was all right, but man, used to be you could go to a different pizza place. There was one for every day of the week, and they were all good, and a couple were excellent. Timmy says, finally caught one. I missed the past few lives. Been building a studio. Hope all is well. All's going good. Are you building a studio? Very cool, Dimmy. Oh, that's awesome. Eli says, hi, Curtis. How was your stay at Niagara Falls? It was fun. It was a lot of fun, Eli. My wife and I had a really good time. As a matter of fact, I'll be posting more video of it. It's going to be part of a video I'm going to be posting at the YouTube channel anyway, and at the Goosh. And remember, Gooshers, because I got held up, there's still time to get your, if you're over at the Goosh and you want to contribute to that video and just take video of your surroundings wherever you are, just look up that I'll repost it too, that thread over at the Goosh, and send me your video. No, High Rise? He says, never seen a place that just sells pizza that wasn't a chain. Yeah, we've got a couple of them right here in town. We just live, I just live in a little town, but we got a couple of them here. I think it depends too on, where you live too. Now, I know it's changed since then, but back in the would have been late 70s, very early 80s, when I lived in New Mexico, in Roswell, New Mexico, there were no good pizza places to be found. Your choice was the one Godfather's pizza chain. That was it. And it was sad when you're used to having a good selection of pizza. There was nothing. I don't know what it's like now. I got to assume it's picked up, but yeah, it wasn't good. Mike is muted. No, I don't think. What's I don't know. Everybody getting audio okay? Joshua says Mike is muted. Yeah, I am from New York. Think he's. Oh yeah, have a lot more. That's what I mean, Andrew. It's all by location. Yeah, because again, when I've traveled and lived other places, it's nothing like it is here. But up here in the Northeast, yeah, it's a really, really big deal. Oh, everybody can hear okay? Okay, I just want to make sure. Goodfellas Pizza. We have a now. Is that a chain as well, CZ Weasel? Because we have in a neighboring community here, we have a Goodfellas Pizza, but there it's an independent shop. It's their own name. Super J's about to make everyone hungry. I'm already there. Especially now, all this talk about pizza. I'm getting a pizza boner. Audio good. Okay, I figured it was just somebody either screwing around or they're having trouble. Oh, the sleazy says that I was joking. Okay. Super J. Let's see. Now, a lot of that will make me hungry. Fruits, vegetables, nah. But burgers, bacon, yeah, we're talking. A taco. Oh, a dog bone. Yeah. Punster said, what's the stream about? Same as all our streams. Whatever you guys want to make them about. That, and I've been, just had a little glitch there in my camera. That, and I was talking about how I'm finally going to play my first game in our over 55 baseball league tonight. And desserts. Yes. Desserts are very important. Pizza boners. Come on, Renee. Everybody gets a pizza boner once in a while. I get them way too often. Way too often. Barry says, I had a dream I was in prison, and what did they serve? Cream pies. TFOF Gaming, oh, nice. What position? I think I'm going to be playing third to start. This is the first game I played with these guys, and most guys have played together, so, you know, I'm the new guy trying to fit in. But I'd always played left side of the infield because I have a strong throwing arm, so I'd always played shorter third. So I think they're putting me at third tonight to start. Maybe throwing me in to pitch a little bit, seeing how the game goes. That's what I did most all the years I played ball, was left side of the infield and pitching. Omega says, speaking of getting hard, my girlfriend just pulled in. Talk to you tomorrow, hopefully. Okay, thanks, Omega. Thanks for being in while you could. Enjoy your lunch. I gotta go down and enjoy some food when we're done here. Now you guys got me really fucking hungry. Barry says, Curtis fitting in. Ha, good luck with that. That's why I love this community and always love my wrestling communities. Few places where I fit in fluidly. Wrestling I fit in because I've told you guys before. Wrestling in general, professional wrestling, has its own little society, own little set of rules and societal structure, and I like it. It's the type of societal structure where if somebody is disrespectful, they don't get sit down and have a talk to. You don't get a lot of sniping, talking behind someone's back about it or something like that. If you're disrespectful, you get punched in the face. That's how I think I like having things handled that way. It was very upfront. You know, there's again your specific guidelines of how you should act with one another, around one another, and if that was breached, there has to be a resolution made. Gimster says, I finally got some time off of work and I've had to walk for the month and a half to our bus pickup. I have legs of steel now. Yeah, that daily trot back and forth, that'll do it. That'll pump up the calves and the quads. Money on my mind. Have you ever had Chicago pizza? I have, and probably just because I was raised with New York style pizza, I prefer New York. Way too much sauce on Chicago pizza, and even here, when I order a pizza, well, that's because I've gotten older now. My stomach can't handle anything anymore. I get the pizza, easy on the sauce, light on the sauce. So Chicago style has way too much sauce for me. Excuse me. Morgan says, next post. Oh, right here. She says, bro, yesterday I ordered Domino's pasta for lunch and was so excited since the pasta is my go-to. Imagine my surprise when the Alfredo sauce was almost sour. Ooh, didn't eat, thought I was going to die. Oh, yeah, that's not a fun surprise. Soured anything. I tell you, Morgan, years ago, Domino's was one of my favorite pizza places. I ordered it way too much. And then, we're going way back now. Had to be 30 years ago. 25 to 30 years ago, Domino's completely changed their sauce. And when they changed it, it was like, oh, and it went from my favorite to something that I wouldn't even buy. I used to order that pizza so much. Now the one I used to order it from is in a neighboring community. I ordered that so much, it just dawned on me, and I haven't ordered it in over 2 decades, well over 2 decades. I still remember the phone number to the place. That's how often I called there. I've had Domino's once again since then. I think I told you guys this. It sticks out in my mind. I was coming back from doing a wrestling show in New England. I think it was in Vermont. And on the way back in Lake George, New York, there was a little pizza place right on the corner, and I was hungry. I hadn't eaten dinner. I was on my way home. I said, it's been years. Let me try it. Maybe they've conquered the sauce issue they had. I threw it away. And I don't like throwing away my money, but I ordered a pizza and I had to throw it out. It was so disgusting. Dimmy says, my girl is making me go vegetarian for a few months because of acid reflux. Yikes. Tell Spaz kid to eat wings in my honor. I will, Dimmy. I couldn't do it. I would just die. I think I would rather die than eat just vegetables. Not for anybody else that they shouldn't do it. I can't do it. There's something about veggies. I just don't like the flavor. I used to do it and I stopped. I should be taking a multivitamin daily, considering that I don't get any any vitamins, nutrients from vegetables because I just can't do it. Eli, I don't like lobster, believe it or not. Yes, have you ever had Maine lobster? I've never been a fan. I've never been a fan of seafood in general. I'll eat a fish sandwich once in a while. I like clams if they're fried, but that's about the extent of it. I've told you guys, I have the most boring taste you'll ever see. For a great big giant fat guy, you'd never imagine how many foods that I don't eat. Nolan says you still need to try mac and cheese pizza. No, buffalo sauce with bacon and crispy chicken. Oh, wow. Only because I don't like mac and cheese. Pizza is the only dish I eat that has cheese on it because generally I hate cheese. For some reason, it works on pizza. It doesn't work anywhere else. I've told you guys before, like if I go, we go through the drive-thru at McDonald's or something like that for dinner. If they screw it up and put that nasty ass, gross fucking American cheese on my burger, I throw it away. I can't eat it. I'll just puke if I eat it. Brother E says no one makes better pizza than us Brooklyn guys. Yeah, you won't get an argument from me there. Again, I used to be down in the city a lot back in the day when I used to drive motor coach on the weekends, and I was down there constantly. And it's hard to find a bad pizza down there. I would agree with that. Wood says I still say we should suffocate Curtis into sleep for disliking mac and cheese. Yeah. That's of all the things that I really and there's a lot of food I don't like and won't eat. And of all of that list, I don't think there's anything probably more universally loved than mac and cheese that I just won't eat. Oh, so gross. What about Italian people? Chuster says, what about Italian people? I'm married to one of them, so I can't say too much. Gimster, at our only good place to have Chinese food, my old work buddy ordered from them so much when they see him, they greet him with, 2 number 5s. Yeah, the only thing that, and again, Chinese food, well, it's mostly veggies, so you guys know I wouldn't be eating it, and I don't like rice. The only thing I'll eat from Chinese food places is the sweet and sour chicken, and now, through no fault of the Chinese people, just through my fault for getting fucking old, I have a list of foods that as I've gotten older, sometimes just make me feel sick later, just randomly. And that sweet and sour chicken's on that list, unfortunately. Sweet and sour chicken, Kentucky Fried Chicken does it to me every once in a while. Now my fried clams that I always enjoy, it'll do it to me once in a while. Yeah, it's fun getting old. Yeah, Sleazy Weasel, most of my family love Chinese food. My wife loves it, and my younger stepdaughter, the one who is disabled, she adores it. I mean, she doesn't speak, but if you just even talk about Chinese food around her, she gets all excited. She'll start kicking her feet, and her eyes get big, and she fucking loves Chinese food. I like KFC too, Jonathan. I can't, and it's not every time. That's what's weird about it. Like with the sweet and sour chicken or KFC, sometimes I can eat it and it's fine. And other times I eat it and like an hour or two later, I'm like, I don't feel so good. Alex says, how the fuck can you not like rice? It's rice. Nope. Want nothing to do with it. Morgan says, that's like me with raw tomato. If it's on a burger, I can't just pick it off. Tomatoes infect everything. I can't even peek. Oh, gag. I don't like tomatoes either, Morgan. Now, that one's not as bad for me. Like you say, now, if they put it on my burger, I'll throw it off and it won't bother me. The cheese, no. You put the cheese on that fucking American cheese is on anything I was about to eat. It contaminated it all. It's time to get out. It's time to get out the hazmat suit and be gone. Fuck that cheese. But tomatoes I don't like. But that was not as extreme for me. Bucky says, Curtis, sponsor the product you use to look less old. I don't know. I think, see, now, most my wife and I used to joke about it. When I was in, like, through my late 30s and through most of my 40s, I think I looked a little younger than I actually was. And now I think with the gray beard and everything, I think my look has definitely caught up to my age. Brother, he says Chinese food. I think I've had enough of the Chinese in general this year. Yeah, really. I know. we're all Super J was saying everyone is hungry. We're gonna get done with the stream and immediately everybody's gonna go raid their cupboards and refrigerators and and down to the fast food places. Lute says, I really thought I was picky, but Christ alive, you people wouldn't survive a week over here. I've eaten pure tomatoes as a snack. They're great. Ooh, no. And again, tomatoes, I mean, I don't want to over dramatize. They're not as bad to me as a lot of other. It's not like American cheese or like mayonnaise or something like that, where it's an immediate yak. But no, I choose not to eat them. Hey, Sajil, good to see you, my friend. Curtis Pizza with secret sticky sauce. That's right. Yeah, sticky sauce. Curtis Pizza with secret sticky sauce. That's a quality pizza. And we would not, as a Goosh group, we would not give away the secret to that ingredient. Eat after stream, Barry says. I'm in my cupboard now getting the Cheetos. Now, Cheetos I will eat. One of the few, I mean, it's not actual cheese, but it's one of the few cheese-based snacks I would eat. It's not something, they're not like a snack food I'd want to have every day, but I'll eat them once in a while. Kanye is just Black Trump. Avishek says. Kanye running for president is pretty funny, though. Have I ever had Moki ice cream? I don't think so, Morgan. I do. Now, ice cream is unfortunately, well, that's just from getting older, on that list of things that bothers me once in a while, sick-wise, but not nearly as often as, again, things like that sweet and sour chicken or KFC and stuff like that. So Jill says, squirt, piss, or delicious magic. But talking about the old squirt soda, I always liked it. Or if you're talking about squirt that I watch in porn, it's both. No, it's delicious magic. Clearly not piss. Delicious magic. Broccoli, no, Alex, no. Chopping broccoli. No. Nope, I don't. Second time you're third time. Oh, spamming. Yep. Stay right on it, Wolverine. Absolutely. Delicious magic, Jonathan says too. Yeah, I would have to agree with that. Clearly delicious magic. Gimster says, I'm going to make you some mac and cheese with American cheese. Oh, with a side of pineapple pizza and raw tomatoes on rice with sushi. Enjoy. Yeah, I would just kill myself. It would be better than eating that. The only thing you didn't throw in there that would really top it off is mayonnaise. Oh, mayonnaise is just the worst. What about bark from a tree? Will you eat that? I've chewed that before, Chustard. When I was a kid, we used to do that every once in a while. I don't know if we thought we were fucking outdoorsmen or cowboys or something, but I lived way out in the country, and every once in a while you'd take some bark off the tree and you'd chew it like you're a badass. I'm not sure what made it badass, but we thought it was. Nolan says, this chat, endless food talk, protesters, America is the worst country ever. People in countries overseas. Wait, you guys have food and can protest? You know what, Nolan? That's pretty accurate too. That is pretty accurate. My favorite fast food restaurant, Eli? Okay, I'm going to qualify this. If it's just for a once in a while, if it's like going to have something for a treat, maybe it's because I don't have a lot of them right around me. We have to drive to get to it. It's Arby's. Because I don't think that's real. Is that real beef that they put on the sandwich? It might be. Whatever it is, whatever that slime is, I love it. If it was favorite fast food joint that you're going to have regularly, if it was like, okay, you're going to live in an area where you're only going to have one fast food joint accessible, it would be Burger King. I like Burger King's menu. I love their burgers. I think their grilled chicken is better than anybody else's. I like their fries. I like their original chicken sandwich. It's unusual the amount of things on their menu that I like. It is. Nolan says, "Who cares? Arby's is delish." Yes. Again, as a one-off, it's Arby's. If it was a daily or a regular thing, then it'd be Burger King. I did too, Andrew. Yes, I did see it, and I thought the same thing. He says, you see the new BK commercial about cow fart? Thought it was a parody at first, to be honest. So did I. I couldn't believe they were serious about that. If you guys haven't seen it, Burger King has a new commercial crowing about how they've taken action to cut down on the flatulence of their cows because they're very concerned about being green. Jesus Christ. Senior Carlito says, have you ever played Dragon Ball Fighter Z? I haven't, but Spaz Kid has. If not, I suggest you do, since it's a very fun and badass game. No, he's played it. I don't think I ever tried that one out yet. But I like, and I've never gotten back to what's the other one, guys? With all the different anime fighters, all the different shonen fighters. Shonen Jump. I played that. That was a lot of fun. I haven't played that in ages. I gotta play that again. But no, I haven't played Fighter Z yet. Brother, he says, but does Burger King say my pleasure? Customer appreciation all the way. I love those videos. God damn it. those guys are so funny. RDC World One. Actually, you know, it's funny. In our area, we've got all the typical fast food joints. I will say, I know this varies from place to place, I'm sure. But by far, our Burger King has the most polite and most efficient staff of any of the fast food joints. They're always like up, Jump Force. Thank you, Will. They're always upbeat. They're always get the order right, which is saying something, because I always order everything plain, and for some reason that seems to be difficult for places to get right. But our Burger King is head and shoulders above the rest as far as the service and everything. US Salt says, the funny thing about the Impossible Whopper is that if the estrogen it doesn't give you tits, the weight gain sure as hell will. That's what I've heard, US Salt. Now, in fairness, I haven't really read up a lot of this, but I've seen basically that sentiment, that they talk about that Impossible Whopper, and the idea was, you know, it's plant-based, and so it's better than beef. And then from what I'm hearing from reputable sources, they're saying the concoction they're using to create those things is pretty fucking toxic. So needless to say, I have not tried it, nor will I. So be careful with Jump Force. Big OP spoils for now. That's one of the reasons I stopped playing it, Gigamac. I had a lot of people coming in and telling me that, you know, there were potential spoilers. So there was plenty of other games I enjoyed playing, so I just kind of shied away from it. But I do miss it a little. I like that one. I heard they cook the Impossible Whopper on the same grill as a fucking beef one. Do they? I wouldn't. That wouldn't surprise me, Chustard. That wouldn't surprise me at all. That'd be perfectly appropriate, actually. I haven't played the Arkham games, Eli. I don't think Spaz Kid has. I know by reputation they've been great games, and it's just, again, just the time thing. Just never had the time to fit them in, because you guys know I love Batman. But no, I haven't. I haven't played any of them. Barry says, I cannot eat vegetables at all. My body does not want them. It will make me violently throw up if I try and swallow them. My body rejects vegetables just like how women reject me. Yeah, it's, you know, it's similar to me. It's, the taste is just, oh man, just not good. Are you going to play Red Dead Redemption 2? No plans on it right now till the end of time. I want to get back to, now that I'm getting back into my regular schedule, get back to the games we're playing. We're playing Little Nightmares, and I want to get in some more GTA 5, and then after Little Nightmares, I want to finish up Resident Evil 2, and then we'll be looking for something else, but no specific designs on playing Red Dead 2. Big Green says, I don't think I'll be able to catch the Free For All Friday, so I'm glad about this shit. Oh, I'm glad you could be in here today then, pal. Senior Carlito says, you should definitely play Fighter Z. It's very friendly to beginners, and the art style makes you feel like you're fighting in the actual anime. I know a lot of people are big supporters of that game, and I've seen a lot of videos that have been taken from the game, so I know what you're saying with the characters and the realism and everything. And again, with me, it's just time. I wouldn't have time anytime soon to start a new game, for sure. But yeah, I know a lot of people have made actual little machinima style videos out of the gameplay from that game and everything. So it's got to be pretty good with the graphics and with the overall look. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna have to go. I got to finish up a little bit more editing, and then I got the game tonight. And I will certainly, unless something drastic happens, we'll be on tomorrow for Free For All Friday. We had to miss it last week, and it made me very upset. So we should be back for Free For All Friday tomorrow. Gonna play some ball tonight. Gonna try not to kill myself. I don't have any hypnosis streams planned, but we could do that, Morgan. We could do one again at some point. I enjoy doing them, and like I say, I've got something specific. I'm going to be, well, I'll touch base with you over at the Goosh about it. Specific, I'm going to be, video I'm going to be making for you. Yeah, I was going to say, oh, well, but Free For All Friday, we should be back tomorrow. Again, don't know what kind of shape I'll be in. Depends on how much diving, sliding, running around I do tonight. I might just be sitting here and unable to move my neck and stuff, but I will be here. And listen, it's Thursday, so this is the hopeful sticky stuff. It's not quite up to Free For All Friday standards, but on Thursday, Free For All Friday sticky stuff is right there. It's just, you can almost touch it. It's so close. So this is some real hopeful sticky stuff. So pamfu, here comes Thursday sticky stuff. Sticky stuff. Not quite the Friday standards, but you'll experience it. You'll experience a feeling of hope, of hopefulness, of wanton desire with the Thursday sticky stuff for all of you, because we'll bang, okay? Flashlight like Buggy. And as always, most importantly, every day of the week, every week of the year, goosh, 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 goosh. Oh, goosh.